I'm coming to squish you. Are you coming to squish me?
Snow is finally melting. I believe spring is going to be coming on shortly, so you know what that means. That means that shelving system is going to be put together sometime in the near future. But I wanted to show you this. I never did a video on putting it together, but if you remember that little personal set that I was trying to put together, a couple of years ago, I went ahead and finally finished it. This is the result. I've named it the Abbott Personal. It's built along the same lines as the over and under personal sets, meaning the tuning knob is over the speaker, the volume control knob is under the speaker. And I'll show you a few pictures of how this thing was put together. Okay, now that the montage is over, I'll show you. This is the same paper that I used for the Abbott All World. It's the alligator hide paper that you can get at Joann Fabrics. And I've added a little feature to it. I found the patent for this particular radio, and one of the things that he had designed for it was an external antenna, kind of like a zenith wave magnet. You plugged it into here, and then in turn you would stick the external antenna on a window and you would get reception. Now the way he did his was a switched plug. Well, I don't have such luxury, so what I did was I put a slide switch in here, and if you notice, it's even with the rest of the cabinet. So that means if it's in this position, the internal antenna, which is in this door here, is activated. When you go to the external antenna, it goes out. The other thing I did was the side switch. I wanted to have an on-off indicator. So what I did was I took some orange paper and I made a little flap using the same alligator material, so when you lift this up you get that orange indicator. So, time for a demonstration. Here's how the whole thing works. Just like any other over and under personal set, I made sure to design it just like one. You have this little lever. Press the lever, door opens. And if you notice, that front control panel is solid brass. I made a decal. I wished it were better than this, but I had trouble with my inkjet printer, so that's about as good as it's going to get. You probably can't read it up here. It says Abbott Personal up on the top, and it's got your tuning. And just like the other one, it would have soft, medium loud, and loud.
So I come back in.
Alright, let's turn the set on.
But maybe they don't have the legs, I don't know.
There we go.
They're struggling. I think they're hurt. I just think they're fighting a tougher defense, and they're hurrying their shots, and they're just not getting the perfect look.
Reggie Lynch checks back in for Illinois State.
That's pretty good in terms of sensitivity.
Never know, you gotta stay tuned. Okay. Other than that, let's get to the business. Before I get to my business, make sure you hit up Jody Mac on Twitter. Jotymac.
Well, not much sensitivity on this.
Man to man, they started in zone. Yep. Illinois State's zone was so effective.
Well, then it's kind of a crapshoot if Derrick Rose is coming back.
There we go.
Well, they seem to think that he's going to...
Should get WLW in here. There it is.
40, and we got...
And just like any other set,
We got 10. Our part,
you tune it for the maximum sensitivity.
50% rate. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. The other big key was they found
The final part, a look at the innards. We'll lay this down. Here we go. Now you might recognize it from this set. It uses 2 D cells, 67.5 volt battery. Here's the switching assembly for the antenna. And the other last thing I did is I went ahead and made a label showing what type it is, dummied in a serial number, put in some patent notices, made it look like Abbott Radio Laboratories in Chicago, all that. Also put in a plate to do the end caps of the D cells. So here you go. It's not going to be one of the quickest videos we've ever done, but this one's done. Pleased to say, a homebrew that I'm very pleased with. It's a lot more sensitive than what it picked up earlier today for this one. You know how it is with dogs and trained animals and kids. They won't perform right there on camera. It does a lot better at night, I guess. But here it is, the homebrew Abbott Personal.
Available while supplies last. For details, just call 800-206-5750. That's 800-206-5750. Call 800-206